So now I will describe you uh, one of the combinational logic block which is called multiplexer, and this would be lecture number 20 of my series. So if we, before going into the definition of multiplexer, if we look at the circuitry of decoder 3 to 8 decoder once again, if we see 3 to 8 decoder, if you recall the circuit of 3 to 8 decoder and have some modification in that circuit, some more logical blocks has to be added. This is 3 to 8 decoder where A, B, C are the input lines. Naturally this will be A bar, B bar, C bar. This is here the output is A bar, B bar, C bar, then A bar, B bar, C. Am I right? Next is A bar, B bar, C. This is the min term. A bar, B bar, C. Then A, B, C bar. No, A bar, B, C bar. A bar, B, C bar. A bar, B, C bar. Am I right? Then A bar, B, C. A bar, B, C. Am I right? Next min term will be A bar, B, C. A bar, B, C means connection from here. A bar, B, C. Okay. Okay. Then this is A bar, B, C. Then A, B bar, C bar. Then A, B bar, C bar. A, B bar, C bar. Then A, B bar, C. A, B bar and C. A, B bar and C. Then A, B, C bar. Okay. A, B and C bar. A, B, C bar. A, B, C bar. Then A, B, C. A, B, C. Okay. A, B, C. 3 to 8 decoders circuit is now complete. Okay. Now suppose if I insert this output happens to be 1, this output happens to be 1 when these inputs are 0, 0, 0. Now if I insert some external input at this gate number 1, say some external input, that external input is say I0. Okay. Then what will be the output if this line is all 0? What will be the output if this line is all 0? The output will be I0. Okay. This I0 may have the value 0 or 1. This is also a digital input. If this output line is selected or this output line is high, then the final and another input line, external input line is connected this way, then the final output will be equal to I0. Agreed with this or not? Similarly, if I insert another external input I1 at the gate number 2, so if we make this ABC to be equal to 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, then this line is selected or this line is 1, and now the final output is I1. Okay. Similarly, if I insert another input over here and we make proper selection to make this gate number 3, output of gate number 3 to be high as a decoder. So, if we insert another input, it will be equal to I2. And similarly, for gate number 4, if I insert input I3, I4, I5, I6 and I7 inputs. We made a simple modification in the decoder circuitry. We inserted external inputs on all the min-term gates, This way we realized another circuit which is called multiplexer. Now this circuit is called multiplexer, but it is not a complete multiplexer. It is now a half-baked multiplexer, you can say. This is ABC. Okay. Now suppose there are inputs which is exiting through these ways. These are the channels, these are the gates, channels through which these inputs are exiting. Now if you have to route all these inputs or all the outputs through a single channel, what you need to make, you have to connect all of them to a OR gate. You will connect all the outputs, all these Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3 to the input of OR gate. Now you see what will happen. Suppose you have selected this 0 line by putting 0, 0, 0 at ABC. If you have selected this line, what will happen? The input I0 will appear over here. If it is 1, 1 will appear over here. If it is 0, 0 will appear over here. And the rest of the outputs, they are 0. So what is coming at the final output of this OR gate? The I0 is coming at the output of OR gate. Okay. Suppose you have put 0, 0, 1 over here. 0, 0, 1 over here means gate number 2 is 1 and it will show at its output I1, and rest of the outputs, they are 0. Means I1 will finally appear at the output of this OR gate. This way we are simply routing these inputs by their proper selection. Okay. One of the input is selected and it is made available at the output. One of the input is selected and it is made available at the output. There are many inputs and we can selectively send them to the output. This is the role of multiplexer. Okay. So just now I will come to the definition. The output of mux is directed from one of the various inputs. Okay. There are many inputs A, B, C, D, E, and we will select one of them and we will direct to the output, to the channel. Okay. To the channel. This way it can also be regarded as data selector. There are many data is coming on the line A, another data is coming at the line B, another data is coming at the line C, D and E. You can select any of these lines and you can apply this to a channel, your channel. This is the way you select your channel on your television also. Channel in that sense in your television makes a different sense, and channel here makes a different sense. Okay. And this way this mux is also used to convert parallel data into serial data. Suppose if you have 8-bit of parallel data, 8-bit parallel data, you need to convert it into the serial data. You will select this data bit, then this data bit, then this data bit. simply by rotating this rotor switch. Okay. So the data flows at the output line or at the channel which is selected by this mechanical switch. So simply the conversion of this mechanical formation into electronic formation is done through a electronic multiplexers. So how can we implement multiplexers? Let us see. The block diagram of a multiplexer is shown like this. Similar to decoder, we have n select lines. We have n select lines. And we will have 2 is to the power n inputs now, because at each min term we have an input. So 2 is to the power n input lines. We can have 2 is to the power n input lines and 1 output line. Okay. So the channel that we have selected, say we have inserted 0 0 0 0 over here. So naturally input 0 will be selected and its input will be routed to the output. Its a pattern will be routed to the output. Suppose if we put 0 0 0 1 over here, so I1 is now selected and its binary pattern is routed to the output. Okay. If suppose 0 0 1 0 has been kept on this select line, then I2 will be selected, and similarly depending on this we can select any of the input line to route at the output. So let us design a 4 is to 1 multiplexer this way. Four is to 1 mux. We have select lines and we have output put in the form of y, and output is nothing but the selected input. So we have enable input. If we have two select lines, say S1 and S0, if enable is 0, we can draw the block diagram form of this. These are the select lines S1 and S0, and there is one enable line, and we have naturally since two select lines, so 4 inputs, I0, I1, I2 and I3, and Y is the output. So if enable is 0, whatever we apply at this select line, output is 0. Okay. Now if enable is 1, then circuitry can now function. So if the select line is 0 0, so whatever is available at I0, that is seen at the output. Okay. This is seen at the output. Now if we apply 0 1, whatever is available at I1, this appears at the output. We apply 1 0, I2 appears at the output, and if we apply 1 1, I3 appears at the output. So this way, if we form, these are all inputs. I0 itself is a input. Not output. Although it is correct that I0 appears at the output, but it is also a input. So what function this Y is having? S1 bar, S0 bar, I0. Okay. S1 bar S0 I1. These are the function. If I write the function of this y, S1 S0 bar I2 plus S1 S0 I3. So we have to realize this function. Okay. For the logical implementation of multiplexer, 4:1. This is called 4:1 mux. This is 4:1 mux. For the logical implementation of this 4:1 mux, 4 input lines are routed to the 1 output line. Okay. So how can we logically implement this? We have two select lines, S1 and S0. We will make inversion line of this S1 bar and S0 bar. What this expression is saying, if you see, S1 bar S0 bar and I0, S1 bar S0 bar and an external input I0. This is I0. This is connected to the AND gate. Then what this second part is saying, S1 bar S0 and I1, S1 bar S0 and I1. This is external input I1. Okay. What this third part is saying, S1 S0 bar and I2, S1 S0 bar and an external input I2, and then S1 S0 and I3, S1 S0 and an external input I3 to the AND gate. Now what the final expression says, that this is the OR of all these outputs. So finally we will apply all these outputs to a OR gate. This is the final Y of this multiplexer. So this way we can design a 4:1 multiplexer. Similarly, we can design 8:1 mux, 16:1 mux. Okay, 16:1 mux. Now, since we have reached up to this point, we can also form multiplexer tree. Means we can suppose if we have 8:1 muxes, and using those 8:1 muxes, I wish to design 64:1 mux. 64:1 mux. Then how can we do? Simply we can make a tree of multiplexers and we can proceed. Suppose simply I am showing you one example of this in the drawing of book itself, because to draw it will take more time. So just to save the time, I am showing this drawing to you. Simply I will zoom it and show it to you. Are you looking this? These are two multiplexers, two 8:1 multiplexers rather, 8:1 multiplexers, and we are making a 16:1 multiplexers using it, 16:1 multiplexer using it. So naturally, if it is a 8:1 multiplexer, it will have 3 select lines, S2, S1 and S0, and 1 enable line. Its enable is active low. E bar means it is active low. It becomes active when 0 comes at its input. It becomes active when 0 comes at its input. Okay. And similar is with this mux 74151, 3 select lines and 1 enable lines. So all the 3 select lines means S2 is tagged with S2, S1 is tagged with S1, and S0 is tagged with S0. Looking it. And this enable line is tagged with this enable line with inverter in series, with inverter in path. So as you insert 0 0 0 0 on this line, 0 0 0 0 on this line, so this D0 line is selected. Why? Because this becomes 1, and this way this IC is disabled, because it needs 0 to make this IC active. Okay. So this D0 comes at the output. When you insert say 0 0 0 1, this D1 will come at the output, this D1. And this way up to 0 1 1 1, this D7, if you put 0 1 1 1, 0 at this S3 line and at rest of the line 1 1 1. So naturally D7 will appear at the output. And if you put 1 and 0 0 0 over here, this D0 of this multiplexer will appear at the output. Okay. And if you put 1 and 1 1 1, then D7 of this multiplexer will appear at the output. So this way you can make the tree of multiplexer and make larger and larger multiplexer as per your requirement. Okay. I am simply giving you another picture to show this thing. Suppose I have many 8:1 muxes and I am willing to make 64:1 mux. Okay, all these are 8:1 muxes. It is appearing clearly to you or not? We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 multiplexers. 8 8:1 multiplexers are making 64 input lines. But how these 64 input lines are controlled? The selection of 64 input can be made by using 6 input lines, because 2 is to the power 6 equal to 64. 2 is to the power 6 equal to 64. So out of those 6 select lines, 3 select lines of each of these 8 multiplexers are tagged together. They are tagged together. Okay. And rest of the 3 lines, they appear at another 8:1 mux. You see this ingenious way to make the multiplexer tree. The output is then output of each of these 8 multiplexers are fed to the input of another 8:1 multiplexer. Okay. So if you put, and you have now select lines starting from S0 to S5. If you put all the zeros on these select lines, S5 is 0, S4 is 0, S3 is 0, S2, S1 and S0, they are 0. What will happen? What will happen? Making 0, 0, 0 on these lines will make all the D0 lines activated. Output of all these D0 lines, all these D0 lines will appear on their corresponding output. No harm. But 0, 0, 0 is appearing over here. Means it is selecting this input. This input of this 8:1 mux is selected to come at the output. And what is here at this input? The input D0. Okay. So finally input D0 of this mux, mux number 1, is coming at the output. Got this point? And suppose I am putting 1 1 1 over here and 0 0 0 over here. So D7 line of all the muxes, they will appear at their corresponding output. But which output is finally routed? You see, since 0 0 0 is here, D7 of this mux, which is coming over here, is allowed to appear at the output, because here it is 0 0 0. So whatever is coming at this line is entertained to appear at the output. No other line is entertained to appear at the output. Got this point? So this way we are making tree of multiplexer to making larger and larger size multiplexers. Okay. Now come at the realization of Boolean function or implementation of Boolean function using muxes. This you have to perform in your laboratory also. Implementation of Boolean function using mux. Suppose you have to realize full adder. You have to realize full adder using. I am taking the problem in its simplest form first, using 8:1 mux. Using 8:1 mux, you have to realize a sum output of full adder and carry output of full adder. Okay. So when I am saying 8:1 mux, there are 8 input lines and 3 select lines and 1 output line. Okay. Inputs are I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6 and I7. This is 8:1 mux. And input are S0, S1, S2, or you connect it in reverse order. S0 should be here. Now if you look at the sum output of your full adder, it has A, B and C in 0 0 0, sum is 0 0 0, 1 sum is 1 0, 1 0 sum is 1. I am also drawing for carry 0, carry 0, carry 0, and 0 1 1 sum is 0, carry is 1. Okay. And 1 0 0 sum is 1, carry 0, 1 0 1 sum is 0, carry is 1, 1 1 0 sum is 0, carry is 1, and 1 1 1 sum is 1 and carry is 1. Okay, agreed with this? So now you apply, you think this way, that you apply these patterns A, B and C in on these select lines. Means you connect this to the A line, you connect this S1 line to B line, and you connect this to C in line. Okay. And you see, when one is desired at this combination. Okay. One is desired at this combination, one is desired at this combination. Okay. And you give them input line names. Say this is I0, say this is I1, this is I2, I3, I4, I5, I6 and I7. So if I put this I0 to be equal to 0, this I1 to be equal to 1, if I connect them in a similar manner, I2 1, I3 0, I4 1, I5 0, I6 0, I7 1. I make their connection this way. So if I put 0 0 0 over here, what comes at the output? 0. Okay. If I put 0 0 1 over here, what comes at the output? 1. Okay. If I put 0 1 0 over here, what comes at the output? 1. If I put 0 1 1, what comes at the output? 0. So you are looking that this output pattern of full adder is appearing at the output simply by doing this kind of connection. So this is very easy to realize any Boolean expression using multiplexers. Okay. But here it is nothing in this realization. But suppose if somebody asks you to realize a full adder using 4:1 mux, not by using 8:1 mux. You are given only one 4:1 mux. You are not allowed to make tree of 4:1 mux. You are not allowed to make 4:1 mux to make a 8:1 mux. You have been given only 4:1 mux, and you have to realize full adder. Okay. Then I will explain it this problem in my next lecture. So simply you think upon this problem, how it can be done. We will come in the next lecture and I will describe. Okay. Thank you for today.